How do you prepare for the 2020 recession that is coming hard and fast at you right now? Just look at what people are saying online. From economics, US recession chances in the next 2 years are topping 60% according to JP Morgan. Goldman Sachs says that the market indicates a 50% chance of recession. And again, in economics, 2/3 of the US business economists see recession ending by 2020. You look in Fortune magazine, Time, and right now, everyone is getting an agreement that this recession is hitting. All of the indicators are saying that this is coming your way. And you got to ask yourself, what are you doing to prepare for it? And how can you turn someone else's worst of times into your best of times?
'Cause we're gonna be legends. What we're doing here ain't just scary. It's about to be legendary.
So each year I pay roughly $100,000 to attend this economic convention. And Tony Blair was there. Tony Robbins had pulled in all these other billionaires, from all across the world. And what everyone is doing is fighting, mincing words with each other to get on the same page with where they believe that the economy is currently headed. And right now, everything is pointing towards 2020 being that next recession. The whole purpose of this economic conference is to understand how the world is changing and how you can make winter, which is what the season is when everything goes downhill over a cliff, how can you actually turn that into an amazing time? And today I want to share with you some game-changing information that can make the 5 years of recession an opportunity for you to profit, a chance for you to cash in on the crash. And instead of taking advantage of people, it's actually about how you go in and actually help people and get the economy back on its feet. 2008, right now, I'll never forget October where I was, and the bank that I was closing a deal with, I was closing a loan almost every single day on a property that I was buying. On this one loan that was like at 6%, the bank called in that morning and said, today we're going to be closing at like 17%. I'm like, an 11% hike? I knew something was wrong, and the very next day, the economy crashed down, and 3 weeks later, that bank was out of business. And I decided to go into the hardest hit markets, and I was at the auctions, and me and my team were buying thousands of properties that had been selling for over $250,000. We're now buying them for like $80,000 to $100,000 and made hundreds of millions of dollars during that time on those 3,000 properties. Right now, guess what? History is repeating itself, and it's all about to happen again. The question is, are you positioned to take advantage of it? Because if you're not, then you're going to do what everyone else is doing. Right now, the emotions are going to be leading the economy. Confidence is going to be down. The markets are going to be in a downward spiral. And basically, everyone's going to be nervous and scared. You should never live your life scared. This stuff doesn't have to be scary. The market moves in cycles. This stuff is predictable. If you're just a consumer and you're participating casually in the market with having money in 401ks and IRAs, then you're going on the emotional roller coaster up and down. And when times are up, you're happy. And when times are down, you're feeling all this doubt and like, am my retirement going to be there? What will happen to me? You've got to seize control over your own financial destiny. You can't put that in the hands of anyone else. You've got to become a business owner. You have to become an investor. And those are some of the basics that I figured out years ago, which meant in 2008, I could profit massively in that recession. And I got to tell you, the recession's coming again. And guess what, man? I'm pumped and excited, but this time I can offer you to be a part of the winnings. I can offer you my unfair advantage. Let me help you understand what's going on. Real estate, it goes up over time. Historically, it's done this for thousands of years. But it does it more like this, which means there are times when it is stupid to buy, and there are times when it is brilliant to buy. And if you really know what you're doing, it's always an amazing time to buy because you know how to play the market. Stock market, that's a hard one to play, super unpredictable. Real estate, slow and boring and super predictable. Right now, we're about to enter this part of the cycle, and it'll rapidly get us to this part of the cycle. If I were to tell you how much time is lapsing there, we're talking months, not years. It happens very sudden. And then the climb back is something that takes time, which means we're about to enter a window where this purchase of real estate right here is what creates your new rich, your nouveau riche. It's what creates your millionaires and the people that are going to become wildly successful. And why not you? Now, here's the crazy part. You might be thinking, but Kris, it takes money to make money. You would be so right. But they never said whose money. Which means if you can get in the game and get some knowledge and actually get a little bit of track record, you can leverage that knowledge and that track record like I did to cash in big time on what's coming up next. This is why I give my book away for free to everyone. I just wrote my 4th book. I'm a best-selling author. And if you go in the link below, every year I always do a surplus order, and I only want to put them in the hands of people that are real earnest seekers. You got to cover the shipping on it, which is cheap, but the whole book, it's yours for free. And it's designed to give you knowledge of how to beat the system and how to beat the cycle. If you know me, if you're a subscriber to my channel, you know that I hate lines. I hate being treated like cattle. I hate being told what to do and when to go, which is why when a recession hits and everyone is trucking this way, guess what I'm doing? I'm doing what the other smart investors are doing. We're going the other direction. That's always where opportunity is. Opportunity is always in the opposite direction of where everyone else is headed, which means that now is your time. There's a couple ways that you can participate with me. One, I'm putting $1 billion fund together. There may be a way for you to participate that. If you click the link below and you're a subscriber, I'll actually be able to keep you up to date on what's happening, because I'm going to tell you right now when that recession strikes for the year 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. That 5-year gap is going to be the best time to be buying as much real estate as you possibly can. And you don't have to do it alone. You can actually do it with a team. Get my book, I'll get you on my mailing list and newsletter, and I'll be keeping you in the know of exactly how you participate with me. The other thing that I want to share is that I can also show you how to just crush it on your own. You don't have to go in with the group. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I've done, and I can show you how to do that. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. The market only crashes like this every 12, 15, 18 years, which means that if we know that it's only this far away, or if it's already hit and you're watching this video, this is the time for you to have the kind of easy winnings that you won't have for another 12, 15 years. Now is the time to get in the game. If you're not a subscriber, take care of that right now. Get your free copy of that book. I'll get it shipped off to you in the next few days here. And you and I are going to have some fun playing in this world of real estate together. And when everyone else is crying about the recession, you're going to have a smile on your face, and we can spread some cheer amongst them too. Take care.